I'd like to thank the organizers for allowing me to have the honor of serving you all. Alhamdulillah, I've been honored to serve all of you at this great event, the event of the Evening of Grief and Sorrow every year, alhamdulillah, and it's absolutely an honor. A trend that I've set for myself every Evening of Grief and Sorrow is that I always read about the walk to Imam Hussein in Al-Arbaeen, always. And I always say the same thing when I begin this poem. I always say that I do not believe that the walk to Al-Arbaeen is something that you have to think about. I understand that some people, for example, have things that keep them down. Maybe they have work, maybe they have school and etc. But I just believe firmly that, especially if you're not tied down by anything, what you need to do now, as soon as the event finishes, is book your ticket and go straight to Karbala. Especially this year. Because this year, ISIS are going to see what the Shia are going to do. This year, every hater of Imam Hussein, every single person that does not want the Shia to succeed, every single person that, forget the Shia, that does not want to see freedom and justice and peace succeed, is looking at the Shia this year in Karbala to see if they'll walk to Imam Hussein. Last year, 19 million walked to Imam Hussein. And I swear to God, this year, if that number lowers from 19 million, we have done a disservice to Imam Hussein. We are ashamed in the eyes of Imam Hussein. Someone once told me, I will never go to Ziyarat for Iraq. I said, why? He said, it's too dangerous. I said, Imam Hussein does not want you to come when it's safe. He wants you to come when it's dangerous. It's like, for example, he saw that person on the way to Ashura. He said, I want you to come and help me in my army. The man said, to be honest with you, oh Imam, I can't come and help you, but I'll give you my sword. He said, I don't want your sword. I'll give you my horse. I don't want your horse. I'll give you money. I don't want your money. I want you to come. He said, no, I'm sorry. And before I read this poem, I know I've gone over my limit, but I just want to introduce this poem. I just want to tell this story that beautifully summarizes everything that I'm saying. And it's a beautiful story. In Karbala, there was a bombing not far from the shrine. And of course, with every bombing, there are people that are martyred, there are people that have died, and there are injured people as well. Amongst these martyrs, amongst these the people that were there, amongst the wounded was a doctor, let's say about my age, maybe a bit younger, a bit older. A very successful doctor, married with 2 kids, and he was amongst all this commotion. After the bomb went off, there were some people dead, some people wounded, and he went absolutely ballistic. He lost his mind. He started hitting himself and crying and despairing. Someone saw him, the person who's narrating the story, he saw him, and he said, of course, it was a tragedy, but you should never despair in the hope of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because it's haram. Unless it's for Imam Hussein, you should never despair when you have a tragedy on your life. It's haram. So he went to me, he calmed down, I said, listen, alhamdulillah, don't despair. Alhamdulillah, you're okay. You know, you're not hurt. You've still got your wife, you've still got your kids, you're okay, you can go back to them. He said, that's not why I'm crying. He said, why are you crying? He said, the minute the bomb went off, we saw Imam Hussein in front of us. Imam Hussein came to each and every single one of us. He said, are you coming with me? The man said, yes. Are you coming with me? Yes. Are you coming with me? Yes. Are you coming with me? Yes. He came to me, he said, are you coming with me? I said, to be honest with you, Imam, I'm married, I've got a job, I've got kids. Then I woke up, I saw all those people were dead, and here I still am. That's why I despair. Let's not be of those people this year. Imam wants you to go to Al-Arbaeen. Do not think about it. Don't think about it. Book and go. Walk to Imam Hussein. He wants to see you this year. If you go every year and don't go now because you're afraid of danger, to be completely honest with you, I don't know how the Imam will look at you. He does not want you to come when it's safe. He wants you to come when it's dangerous. Starting from the day of Ashura, we say 40 days and counting. Karbala, we are coming. We're walking because in our eyes, he is priceless. We are walking because anything else is worthless. His 40th comes and the heavens hear a call. Descends on Karbala, each lover an angel. The father leaves behind his wife, children and all. The father leaves behind his wife, children and all. The mother carries the children that barely crawl. Men swear by their women, women by their children. No death on this road will bring to us distress. Descends upon her dust every nationality. The only language is that of the lovers of Ali. The father tells the son, get dressed and get ready. Forget your nation, today you're Karbala'i. Forget your nation, today you are Karbala'i. Every road to her bends, the millions descend. No fear, almost in the face of death. Almost in the face of death, careless, the call of the man who serves Karbala's water. Drink Abu Ali's water and curse Harmala. Fatima watches, of who do we remind her? Fatima watches, of who do we remind her? Qasim, Layla, Abdullah and Ali al-Akbar, both the young and the old. Every hand her hand holds. She breathes breath into the one who is breathless, and he who serves us food, who does he see behind him? The man who serves us food, who does he see behind him? He sees on his feet pouring the food is Qasim. He sees on his feet pouring the food is Qasim. When they reach Karbala's border, who is it that welcomes them? Abbas cries out, O servants of Hussein, welcome his brothers by his side. His mother cries in pride, Abbas, bring me one of their children to kiss. When to carry her child, she is unable. The mother pulls her son in a makeshift cradle. The old who cannot walk because their legs are unstable finds their wheelchairs pushed by all those capable. Both the rich and the poor walking to the same door, all one. He who is poor finds himself needless. And I see a young flag. I see a young goal. I see a young girl, and the flag she is holding, she reminds me of Ruqayya. I start crying. I see a woman at the roadside, she's standing. She reminds me of Zainab for Abbas waiting. She stands there all alone, cries, even hearts of stone. The tears that flow, watching these things are endless. Upon this road, whilst walking, I learnt a lesson. Upon this road, whilst walking, I learnt a lesson. What? Never look back when Hussein's your destination. Never look back when Hussein's your destination. I have Hussein, therefore nothing else is my concern. All that we go through life is petty. It's petty, honestly. I have Hussein, therefore nothing else is my concern. Be by me or don't be. Be by me or don't me. To my beloved I return. Catch up or lag behind. Beside Hussein, me, you'll find my life belongs to him. He isn't worth less. And when with the millions on his grave I descend, I'll say, O Hussein, I walked all of this way to peace upon you sent. The beauty of this walk, only you comprehend, wallah. The beauty of this walk, only you comprehend. And I shall return every year until my life's end. I shall return every year until my life's end. Till I'm old and frail, I'll walk on this trail yearly in the dress of death. For you I'll dress. I'm walking because everything else is worthless. I'm walking because everything else is worthless. Thank you very much for listening. Please do forgive us for our shortcomings. Wassalamu alaikum jami'an wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Aflaha man salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.